What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight team stand up! Why you lie? It's July. We got official Madden 25 gameplay! Hey man, the games are pouring on. It's about that time of the year. Now, NCAA 25, I'm having an absolute blast on it. It's probably my favorite game in like the last, honestly, since like 2K20. Madden 25. There's been a lot of speculations. People thinking that the game can either be bad, can be a copy and paste of NCAA. Let's see what's going to separate Madden from NCAA. If any chance was for EA to really have a good Madden game, now is the time. You have GTA 6 dropping literally next year. And it's just like, there's just no option but to have a good game. Like all the game companies, this is the time to have the best possible product that you can have in this time period. All right, so we got a 2-in-1. We got the EA original gameplay deep dive, and then we got the man Eric Mayweather, who is actual EA sponsor once again. If you ain't know now, you know. He got the inside scoop of everything, and he most likely has already played the game or is probably playing the game right now as we speak. So we'll look at that right afterwards. Let's check out the gameplay deep dive in 6 minutes.
And welcome to the Madden NFL 25 gameplay deep dive. Today, we're talking about Boom Tech, which integrates real-world physics into the field sense system, revolutionizing one-on-one tackling to give players
ultimate. Look at that. My Patriots are up 20-10. I like where this is going so far. All right, now usual, we are 100% transparent, and we're not going to have no filter because we want to have a good game.
Control on the field.
Damn.
Physics-based gameplay in Madden 25 delivers an all-new tackling system, improved ball carrier balance logic, and a reloaded timing-based hit stick, delivering increased gameplay
variety. Yo, hold on now. I know it may be a little bit too early, and we haven't even seen the raw gameplay first yet. Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. Just looking at these first 3 clips, this game already looks way different than NCAA, which is an absolutely great thing because we want to have 2 different football games. I mean, right off the bat, they already admitted and said that the game is already going to be different just off the bat. The fact of like speed. If you just put the speed differential just right off the bat, you could just tell the game looks way different. You know what I'm saying? NCAA has more of like that fast-paced, like arcadey type of like, which I absolutely love. But bro, I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen this hit stick fumble animation. I've been playing Madden since the one with Sean Alexander on the cover. That's like 07, right? I've never seen this hit stick animation. I'm not gonna sit up here and glaze like
based hit stick, delivering increased gameplay.
Bro, I like the way that ball bounced right out the ball carrier's like, yo,
authentic physical outcomes. A physics-driven tackle in Madden 25 consists of 3 unique stages: pre-impact, impact, and post-impact.
Post-impact, okay.
As a result of the physics behind each one-on-one tackle, the same tackle start animation can produce countless results based on the factors like the combined momentum of the players, the angle of impact, weight, speed, strength, and player ratings. As the defender initiates a hit, you'll see the ball carrier anticipate the incoming defender and brace for contact.
That's how it should be.
Here, the player still has complete control to change direction or perform a skill move like a juke, truck, or stiff arm, which affects the point of impact and results in
oh my gosh! Yo!
Truck or
nigga!
Arm, which affects the point of impact.
That's Nick Chubes. Nah, that was clean. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, okay, one criticism I will say, yo, Madden, EA, do not have the broken tackles the way y'all have it in NCAA, because I'm not gonna lie, that is a huge flaw in NCAA. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I see at least every game I hop in NCAA, at least 5 or 6 broken tackles throughout of the game. Like, that's not realistic at all. Maybe they did that because it's college and the skill gap to the NFL. But, guys, do not come out in the game having so many broken tackles, bro. That's going to destroy the game.
System considers various factors like timing, momentum, weight, speed, strength, and player ratings to determine the power and direction of the tackle. A smaller defender, like a DB in the secondary or a player with less momentum, may struggle to stop a strong runner who can deflect contact and gain extra yards. On the other hand, a bigger defender will stop a smaller ball carrier in their tracks, with little to no forward momentum after the point of impact. Physics in Madden 25 informs one-on-one tackling for more variety, dynamism, and control, giving players the outcome they expect.
Okay, I was about to say, it sounds weird, but like, bro, where is these players' tattoos at? I mean, you see CMC do with the tats, but bro, y'all got to start getting the player tats on there, bro.
On every play. To celebrate its 20th
like what year is it in the game and y'all barely have tats on players, bro? Like, tighten up.
Anniversary. We've reloaded the hit stick with a new skill-based mechanic where a player's timing and angle of approach matter. If a tackle is timed too early or too late, its power will be reduced or less effective.
That's how it should be.
But when a hit stick is timed perfectly, plays can be stopped just as fast as they start.
Yo, I like that. Did you see that where
hit stick is
I like how they have like the shot, so they have like a hit stick like timing meter like they're talking about right here. I like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because sometimes, bro, I be feeling like I be like really applying that hit stick on a damn player, and it's like, you feel me? They don't fumble or like, what did I do wrong? Now it was gonna tell you literally if you had a very early or if it says like boom, that means that you apply that hit perfectly. I like that.
New on-screen feedback provides info on hit timing, while UI and sound effects make a perfect hit stick feel that much more satisfying. There's more to physics-based gameplay than just tackling. With the new ball carrier balance system, players will feel physics-driven broken tackles, stumbles, and balance recovery reactions that are also determined by momentum and impact direction. Hit quality, ratings, and the
I ain't gonna lie, this is these broken tackles I was talking to y'all about, bro. Is it because they're mistiming the hit stick, bro? Or is it just because y'all want that in the gameplay?
Ball carrier's body position will result in more variation and realism in the run game.
This is the Zay Flowers dude, right? You know what I'm saying? He's a pretty talented player, but let's be honest, guys. Like, bro, in real life, I'm putting this dude on his ass. I think he's about like 5'8". There's no way he's breaking his tackle in the open field.
All ball carrier and tackling abilities have been modified to work together with the new physics system.
I guess.
And in some cases, new abilities have been created. For more on abilities, check out the Gridiron Notes blog.
Oh.
In the NFL, blocking at the line is a strategic chess match.
Really?
And updates to pass blocking provide more control to adjust schemes. In Madden 25, players can choose between 8 pass blocking adjustments before the snap. For the first time ever, visual cues will highlight each offensive lineman's specific target play art, as well as how this will change based on the blocking scheme. Defenders not accounted for will be marked with the Hot Defender icon, so players can decide who to block and who to strategically throw hot off of. New pocket building logic, along with hundreds of new blocking animations, naturally boosts engage pressure to form the pocket more authentically, so quarterbacks can step up to make clutch throws when the protection is right. Madden 25 introduces brand new catching mechanics and animations that deliver more control at the catch point, more catching variety, and the ability to combine catch types together.
I'm not gonna lie, this is what I was looking for. I heard about this one-hand catch shit.
One-hand grabs with the all-new spectacular catch button, which provides a larger
oh
radius,
my gosh!
Increases the chance.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, EA is smart as hell for not putting this in NCAA, bro. They knew what they was doing. Cause nigga, I'm gonna be abusing this one-handed catch, bro. I'm gonna be looking so saucy on the field, bro. Holy crap!
Of a drop or pass breakup.
Okay, so it's really that they don't catch it all the time, which is how it should be.
This mechanic, players can now modify aggressive,
catch,
and secure catch inputs, providing the ability
to
mid-animation, which wasn't possible before.
That is fire. That is fire. That is fire. That is fire. That's fire. That's fire. I'm going to give EA a very lowercase W on that. I like the fact that you can actually go out and control like you doing a one-handed catch and shit like that, bro. That's how it should be. That's getting more like dynamic and like direct into the game, similar to like with like the basketball games and stuff. When like 2K, you was finally able to do like an off the backboard dunk, I think by like NBA 2K11, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they should have been had stuff like that, you know, saying in the game, bro. Like, bro, I like that, bro.
Highlight-worthy grabs with more.
That is fire. That is fire, bro. I'm not gonna even care. I'm not even gonna sit up here and plays. That is fire. If it's gonna be one thing that's probably gonna separate Madden over the last couple of years, it's definitely that little one-handed catch engine right there. That's gonna get people to be like, oh yeah, I gotta play this game.
As a ball carrier,
that's
we've revamped the right stick to further enhance skill move control. A new hezzy step combined with the new fake out logic gives players the ability to trigger CPU defender breakdowns. From there,
Ooh.
combo new back jukes, spins, cuts, and other skill moves for unique fakeouts that weren't possible before. For added realism both during gameplay and between snaps, we've introduced a variety of signature animations. Unique run styles for superstar players, along with signature pre-snap behaviors from quarterbacks and receivers, blur the line between Madden 25 and the real game. Visible pre-play communication between players will also make the line of scrimmage feel more dynamic and alive, while intelligent adjustments and hand signals change based on the types of plays being called. For increased play calling depth, some of the most exciting new plays from the league have been added to each of the 32 teams' playbooks. A few highlights from last season in Madden 25 include Miami's cheat motion and Kansas City's Super Bowl winning corn dog. In addition to unique plays like these, more route concepts and custom route stems change the length of the initial route for complete hot route control. With the addition of the defensive switch stick, we've introduced a new defensive meta where players can quickly switch their user coverage with a flick of the right stick, adding control while lurking in the secondary on passing plays.
Okay.
And Madden 25
They have that
will,
same thing in
of
NCAA, by the
course,
way.
include the new NFL hybrid kickoff rules, where players can experiment with the new rules and strategies before we see it in the regular season.
They're really putting that in the game. We see that in the beginning of the Madden trailer, by the way. I like that reverse shit.
And EA Sports College Football.
All right. So what I'm seeing so far before we go on to the Eric Mayweather breakdown and fully more detailed review of everything, from right off the bat, I'm going to go ahead and give this rating. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7.8 out of 10, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. You know what I'm saying? We need to see the gameplay first. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of things that is going to cause the gameplay rating to either go up or go down. You know what I'm saying? Such as little things. Okay, for example, now they didn't put the face scan in the Road to Glory for college football, and honestly, like, you know, they really sold on that stuff right there. Madden, this is your perfect opportunity to include face scan into the not Road to Glory, but is it called that in the what is it called? The My Career mode on whatever the My Player is. Obviously, we know you're going to be able to transfer your player and do the portal or you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. It's other little things like the tattoos, bro. Like the more customization features we're gonna need to see. So I'm gonna stay with the 7.8 and everything to be fair, which is not bad. The ratings can change, obviously. All right, so we're going on to Eric Mayweather. Also, we'll speed the video up. Be sure to get the man Eric Mayweather to 600K subs. He is almost there. Y'all gonna run it up. Let's check it out on his breakdown. Remember, he is sponsored by EA, so he has the inside scoop of everything. It is not just pulling it out of his ass.
Madden 25 gameplay is finally here. Thanks to EA for getting me this information a little bit early so that I could get this video ready quickly for you guys. Now, the trailer is going to be playing throughout the video, and I'm going to go over all the information from it and from the blog itself. And if you're new to the channel and you don't want to miss out on any of the other upcoming Madden 25 updates, like the franchise deep dive or the other gameplay videos that's going to be coming soon, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell on so you don't miss those important videos. So the first thing we have to start with is Boom Tech, which is the big gameplay feature for this year. Players have made it clear that they prefer agency and control in gameplay rather than scripted or predetermined outcomes. When the Field Sense animation branching system was introduced 2 seasons ago, meeting that demand was the exact goal. This year, that vision is being accelerated with the introduction of Boom Tech, the latest gameplay innovation developed over 2 years. Boom Tech integrates real-world physics into animation branching and is aptly named after Coach Madden's famous catchphrase. Players will experience a new tackling system where physics determine dynamic outcomes based on weight, speed, momentum, hit angle, and player ratings, all while keeping players in full control. The features that make up the Boom Tech package are physics-based tackles, hit sticks, cut sticks, trucks, stiff arms, and dive tackles. All new physics-driven ball carrier balance and recovery system, and the reloaded hit stick mechanic to make landing the perfect hit stick feel rewarding and more skill-based. Now, for those that did play the beta of the game, that was kind of the biggest feedback I saw around the internet. I know people weren't supposed to talk about the beta, but people always talk about it. You see it on forums, you see it in YouTube videos, and the biggest takeaway I saw from most people was that they did like how the tackling and the movement felt in this game. Ever since Field Sense was introduced, the gameplay has gotten noticeably better each year, and the same appears to hold true for Madden 25 based on the early play. So let's talk about the physics-based tackles. There are 3 key components of a physics-based tackle: pre-impact moment, moment of impact, and then the tackle resolution. This system is not organic physics or ragdoll, but dynamic animation selection informed by real-world physics. While not every tackle in-game is driven by physics, Boom Tech makes hit sticks, cut sticks, and dive tackles more authentic and unpredictable. Ball carriers now anticipate and brace for impact from oncoming tacklers, appearing appearing more intelligent and aware. Players retain control to change direction, perform special moves, or stay in motion until contact, avoiding any suction or pre-animation alignment. On the defender's side, the system constantly reevaluates potential tackles until collision, leading to varied points of impact and leverage based on both players' movements and speed. At impact, the new physics-based muscle strength toolset allows developers to tune individual player strength to match on-field characteristics. For example, Derrick Henry is tuned stronger than Jahmyr Gibbs. This tuning, combined with force, velocity, momentum, player ratings, and leverage, determines the tackle's impact strength and force direction. The tackle resolution component showcases the dynamic nature
force
of physics-based
direction.
tackle.
I thought he said
Instead of a
something else.
predetermined
I'm like, what
conclusion,
the
Boom
fuck?
Tech selects from a wide variety of tackle animations to match physics requests, resulting in more emergent hit types, stumble variety, and unpredictable outcomes, enhancing the visceral impact and control for players.
So it looks like
All
you
ball
have,
carriers
which should make sense. We're
variety
literally right
and
now.
unpredictable outcomes.
So if you're basically like a more heavier weight, you're gonna have more of the advantage. So out of probably all the actual, like how it should have been actually, but it seems like, bro, weight and muscle and strength is gonna be the biggest factor in this game. So whether you're making like a player, like a my career type of player, or like you're building your team, whether from Dynasty or Ultimate Team, you definitely want to favor having more strength versus just straight up speed and like, you know, being lightweight and stuff like that. That's one thing I'm going to consider and make sure in the back of my head. Because
comes enhancing
of
the
stuff like
visceral
this.
impact and control for players. All ball carrier and tackling abilities have been modified to integrate with the new physics system. New abilities have been created affecting impact force, hit timing, and squareness of a hit, contributing to the outcome. Here's some example of new abilities built to support the physics-based tackling. Timeless runner. Stamina reduction has no impact on a ball carrier's ability to rebalance on broken tackles. Extra pop. Increased chance to create a fumble with a perfect hit stick. Steamroller. As a ball carrier, significantly harder to be bumped off current path when running at full speed. Form tackler. The ideal tackle timing window is easier to hit. And you can see in some of the clips shown that, you know, we really haven't quite seen this in Madden before. The way these hits are happening, the way players are bouncing off some of the hits, the things they're able to do after making impact. Now, instead of just kind of being hit and falling one way, they can fall multiple different ways depending on where they're hit. They can either go to the ground, they can stumble in the direction that they're being hit. There's a lot of different outcomes that can happen now, which make the plays a little bit more unpredictable. Now, I was able to talk with Clint briefly for an interview, and what he said is the goal for all of this is to eventually get to a point where they hope that no two tackles look the same. And he said that they're not there yet, and he said maybe they never get there completely, but that is the goal. And he said that this year they've taken a big step in that direction to give you a lot more unique outcomes based on the collisions of players so that you're not seeing the same tackles as often as you were seeing them in the past. Now, hey, if you're still here at this point of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, you might as well just go ahead and subscribe and join the family because you're basically already a part of the family anyway if you're still here enjoying the content. I'd like to hit 600K subs soon, so if everybody watching just subscribed, we could hit that number in a few days. Now let's move on to physics-driven ball carrier balance and recovery system. An extension of physics-based tackling is the emergence of a ball carrier's contact balance, the ability to take a hit, stumble, and recover balance. Several factors influence this outcome. The quality of the hit is crucial. A glancing, non-square, early or late hit may fail to bring the ball carrier down, affecting the angle and distance of recovery. Torque, the rotation of the ball carrier, and foot position also play roles. If the ball carrier's foot position is not suitable for recovery, he may not regain balance effectively. The chance of recovery depends on the position of the ball carrier's center of mass relative to his feet and torso, along with player ratings and abilities. Muscle strength tuning also affects resilience. For example, Derrick Henry recovers from broken tackles differently than Alvin Kamara. Now, all this sounds good. It sounds like they're taking everything into account now when these interactions are taking place. And we know in the past at times ratings or weight or momentum or any given thing didn't seem to matter as much. And now it sounds like they're taking literally everything into account. And we just have to see how it plays out. Moving on to the reloaded hit stick. It just so happens that Madden 25 is the 20th anniversary of the hit stick, the most popular Madden mechanic of all time, and it's getting an update worthy of Coach Madden's boom. Hit sticks will be influenced by the timing of the hit, angle of approach, player ratings, and muscle strength tuning. Early, late, or poorly angled tackles will reduce hit power at impact. Tackle and hit power ratings will affect the timing windows, increasing the success rate of hit sticks with high hit power players. This new mechanic includes an on-field feedback system rewarding perfect hit sticks with visceral moments. A tackle indicator under the defender provides feedback of the power, squareness, and timing of the hit stick. Players will feel the controller rumble, hear new sound effects, and witness crowd reactions to big hits or broken tackles. A perfect hit stick also increases the chance of causing a fumble. That's pretty cool that the crowd will even react to it. We know that they did some updates with the crowd this year, taking after college football a little bit, it seems like, so it's cool to see them mention that here. Up next is signature styles. For Madden 25, signature authenticity includes revamped ball carrier mechanics with more explosive special moves and player differentiation. Players will display signature pre-play styles and realistic football IQ in pre-play adjustments. As Madden pushes the boundaries of authenticity, the line between the game and the real NFL will blur further. Ball carrier revamp. Madden 25 features an enhanced ball carrier experience with improved contextual awareness. Ball carriers will now exhibit more athleticism and awareness. Both user and AI control players will show better navigation through traffic, especially near the line of scrimmage. Ball carriers will notice oncoming defenders, brace for impact, and get skinny in tight lanes. Skill moves. Madden 25 has refreshed the ball carrier skill moves, adding hundreds of new juke spins, high steps, and hesitation animations. A new mechanic called the setup state enhances these animations. By pressing right trigger or R2 and flicking the right stick down, players enter setup state, which can cause oncoming defenders to break down, increasing the chance of faking them out. This allows players to set up defenders, chain moves, and blow past them, discouraging opponents from relying on AI defenders for tackles. And they even added some combos to try out here. So it says if you hold down the right trigger or R2 button, you can do a back right juke to a spin. So what you would do after holding that button is you would flick the right stick down to the right and then roll the stick down and around in the opposite direction. What you would do is you would do a back juke and then you would spin out of it. And there's a bunch of different combos like this that you can try out. The ball carrier system is pretty crazy now. And if you've played college football, you've seen some of this. So if you play college football, you can see that you have kind of the stutter and hesitations that you can spin and juke out of. You can really chain moves together. I believe this is the exact same system that is going to be in Madden. The movement altogether isn't going to feel exactly like college football because it is a much faster, sped up game speed, but the ball carrier stuff and how you can do hesitations into different moves and chain all these crazy moves together, that's going to be in Madden, so that's pretty cool. Because it works really good in college football and it's a lot of fun. Madden 25 also introduces signature run styles for stars like Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley, and Isaiah Pacheco. These players' unique movements are immediately noticeable. Additionally, ball carriers exhibit more authentic behaviors such as off-arm balance movements and head swiveling to spot defenders. And again, if you've played college football, you've seen some of this stuff, the way they look around to spot the defenders and all that stuff, kind of the same thing that's coming over here. However, the signature run styles is a huge thing. We need more of this in the game, and it's good that they have some of these key players in the game. And I did talk to Clint, and he said the goal here is to get everybody that's notable eventually in the game over the next few years. They're starting with a few of the big name guys. They also got things for wide receivers and quarterbacks as well.
Yeah, the running style Ben needed to be changed, bro.
Styles.
Like, I always liked the Madden 20 style,
new
bro.
signature pre-play behaviors have been added to increase the anticipation and action that appears at the line before the ball snaps.
I like that in Madden 25, though, the running.
Signature QB sets that include the approach to the line, the QB stance, and a variety of mannerisms. You'll recognize Jalen Hurts' low stance, Dak Prescott's road game leg kick, cadence, and more. And it says that they've also added dozens of signature wide receiver approaches and setups, including those of CeeDee Lamb and Tyreek Hill. Smart pre-play adjustments. Madden 25 introduces smart adjustment behaviors to make pre-play logic more transparent. Previously hidden adjustments, such as offensive linemen making hand signals or defensive alignments changing with motion, are now represented with contextually appropriate animations. For example, when the offensive line adjusts its protection to a 5-0 call against 5 rushers, the center will raise 5 fingers to signal the change. And here's a list of some other examples of this that are in the game. For example, the tackle will alert the guards to edge pressure, center will alert the guard to join a half slide, you've got the tight end alert for max protection, and you got a ton of these on defense as well that look really cool. They'll make hand gestures for communicating mismatches, they'll have defensive signals for bunch, trips, jumbo, and unbalanced line. And I'll just tell you right here, this, although kind of a smaller thing, it makes the game visually look so much more real and lifelike that it's insane. Moving on to catching innovation, this is one of my favorite things they did to the game this year. Madden 25 gives players unprecedented control over their catches. Hitting the catch button will now produce the exact catch requested with context accurately reflected.
Bro, that is so fire, but I don't know how cheesy it's gonna be.
Passes. Over 700
Imagine an Ultimate Team.
Enhance context, athleticism, and control, including improved back shoulder and back pylon fades. That's huge. We can now properly throw those in the game. A new spectacular catch mechanic activated with L1
for the game winner is gonna make me fucking crash out every time.
LB allows for one-handed catches, offering a larger catch radius but with a higher drop chance, especially for lower rated players. Players can also switch catches mid-play with an additional button press, allowing for seamless transitions between a spectacular catch, a possession catch, and sideline catches. Now, once again, if you've been playing College Football 25, you've already seen some of this stuff. There's so many catch animations in College 25 that we've never seen in Madden, and every day that I play, I'm seeing new ones, literally every day, and they look so good, so realistic. Even how they mention here how they have low height jumping catches. I've done one of these in one of my College Football videos with Travis Hunter, where he kind of jumped up in the air and he put his hands down by his knees to try to like reel in a catch. You see a lot of spin catching when a ball is just slightly inaccurate. Receivers really adjust their body to the ball in real time. They contort their body a lot more on the sideline, and it is one of my favorite parts of College 25 because it just looks so damn good. Those catch animations are in Madden, so we're gonna have that same level of like receiver authenticity in the game. And the spectacular catch is also something that looks really cool. One of those things you kind of want to really do more so, in my opinion, when you're open. It's more of a stylish thing. I think it's kind of risky to do it one-on-one. At least that's how it appears, but it's cool that you actually have the option to go for those crazy catches now, and as you can see in the trailer, there's a ton of cool clips of them. Moving on to blocking. Madden 25 continues to enhance blocking. The new pass blocking mechanics have been highly anticipated, receiving enthusiastic approval from the Madden Design Council. For the first time, players can see and modify their pass blockers targeting before the play, so you know exactly who's blocking who and who's free. There are also 4 new sliding options: the half slide to the left or the right, the base option, and the empty option. Half slide is the typical 2/3 jet blocking scheme that every NFL team employs. It has one side of the line in man blocking and the other side in a slide or zone to protect the QB. The empty option is meant for a 5-man protection and will automatically send any running back into a route while putting the lineman into a sift or MDM rules to both sides, meaning they'll block the most dangerous 2 of 3 or 2 of 4 to their side, with the expectation that the QB will get rid of the ball on time if pressure comes. The base option reverts any protection to change back to the default protection scheme, which is the 4 down and mic. Players can also use ID the mic and double team mechanics to modify the blocking. New flame signs indicate defenders who won't be blocked if they blitz, helping players make strategic decisions. Additionally, tackle AI improvements ensure that tackles stay in their pass sets longer, while QB dropbacks have been slowed to more realistic speeds. This results in a more natural pocket formation. Over 500 new animations have been added, including pass block wins and losses, impact blocks, and reach blocks, giving players greater control over block sheds and disengages. Playbooks. This is another big one right here. A key innovation in Madden 25 is a new playbook tool designed to enhance play creation and strategic variety. Since its inception in 2021, this tool has streamlined the process of adding and polishing plays, allowing for more diverse and unique options reflective of each NFL team's identity. It says here, our focus this year is providing team identity, and we're excited to bring unique NFL trends for each of the 32 teams, including Miami's orbit motions, the Texans' variety of deep crossers, and even the Chiefs' Super Bowl winning corn dog play. This tool also supports ongoing updates throughout the NFL season, with new plays added regularly to keep playbooks current. Legacy play limits have been removed, and the custom playbook interface has been refreshed for ease of use. However, custom playbooks will not be available in online head-to-head or play-a-friend modes at launch. In franchise mode, players can still use custom playbooks and benefit from the upgrades. The previously known live playbooks will now serve as the default playbooks for players who prefer not to receive updates. And here's the best part. A future update early on in the season will introduce the ability to save custom audibles. Now, there's a lot of stuff about playbooks there that I love. I love that they're adding more team-specific plays, giving more variety, making the game feel more authentic, having all those cheat motions that Miami uses and stuff like that. The fact that there's no longer a play limit for custom playbooks is also huge. The fact that we only have one playbook now that will be updated instead of having 2 different versions, which was annoying, that's huge. And finally, the fact that we can save our custom audibles once they update this into the game. Custom audibles have been in the game since like Madden 18 or 19, I believe, and we've never been able to save them and carry them over game to game, and now we'll finally be able to do that. That is such a huge quality of life change that we've been waiting years for. And of course, we've got to talk about the new NFL kickoff. Madden 25 introduces the new NFL hybrid kickoff rules, a significant addition to special teams. Despite learning about the rule change late in development, the Tiburon team swiftly integrated it, collaborating with the NFL, coaches, and other leagues to ensure accurate implementation from day one.
Cool as
the
hell.
new rules, described by an NFL coach as the most significant change in 25 years, bring added complexity and strategic depth. It says here, we think some of the creativity the team has put in will surprise and delight fans, so we don't want to spoil all the details today. Just be on the lookout for cool new ways to engage with the hybrid kickoff on launch day, some which have been shown in the trailer. So we know you can do like reverses on the kickoffs and stuff like that, but apparently there's going to be quite a few ways that you can get strategic with the new kickoff, which will be fun, and I'm sure people are going to find out all of the ways to get crazy with it pretty soon. Now, there's also a section on the blog called additional updates, and these are actually the small things that make a big difference, the thing that the hardcore players want to know about. So number one, there's been hot route updates. The basic route tree will now be available by default, including posts and corners, as well as custom stems, which we'll talk about in a second. Hot route abilities will now only be needed to unlock exotic routes, so there'll probably be more like double move routes and stuff like that. But yes, you can now hot route corners and posts with any QB, which is awesome. X Factor and Superstar ability updates. KO abilities. These abilities are now far less likely to force knockouts late in a catch or after a catch has already been secured. Huge change. Those have dominated Madden for 2 years, and they've become very annoying. Secure Protector. This ability is no longer guaranteed to counteract competing pass rush abilities, so that's interesting. Unstoppable Force. This ability now performs better versus play action, also interesting. Inside Stuff and No Outsiders. These abilities will no longer function if the defensive team uses pass commit, which makes sense. Set Feet Lead and Pass Lead Elite now have a reduced pass velocity bonus. That's another interesting change. We'll see how meta that still is if it's not giving as much of a bonus. Pass coverage improvements. Improved rally to the flats to make them react quicker to checkdowns. That's good. There's also a new cover 3 match check versus non-bunch trips formations called Skinny, which focuses on the backside hook curl to help on crossing routes coming from across the field. So maybe something here to potentially help defend crossers better, which would be great. Improvements to base cover 2, cover 3, and cover 4. Tampa 2 has a new zone that does not match called the curl zone and is used on base Tampa 2 plays that don't include a blitz, meant to avoid underneath defenders from matching and getting cleared out as easily. They also improve the drop depths and locations of the curl flat and the hook curl players to better carry vertical routes on cover 3. So these are all good changes here. They've also done some man coverage tuning to improve how defenders read wide receiver cut moves, and they also made some RPO defense improvements. Defenders aligned over receivers in the slot or the flat will read their keys and prioritize pass responsibilities over playing the run. So this will probably help defend those bubble screens on the RPOs that are so annoying to stop. Perimeter defenders will be more aggressive in shedding blocks by receivers, and the defensive read and react was tuned to increase box defenders' awareness and reaction to the handoff. And there's also some additional shared features. They mentioned here how they've got college football back now, and while it's mostly 2 different teams, together the studio is football, and they're going to be sharing features. And some of those include 15 new minigame experiences, including an all-new gauntlet. So there's new minigames being added to Madden 25, like the return of the classic pocket presence minigame, the pitch party lateral minigame, an updated backfield survival game, a bucket drop minigame, and even the 2-minute drill, which is amazing that they've finally given this back to the game. That's awesome. All these things are in college football, so if you're playing college football, you can play these now in that game. These are coming to Madden. And the new gauntlet that's also in college football is going to be in Madden, which is a much better version of the gauntlet they've they've really revamped this to add all these new mini games into them, and they've even added some things I feel like that are just specific to the gauntlet itself, and it's honestly a lot more fun now. And of course, some of the other great gameplay changes that have been debuted in College Football 25 are coming to this game. For example, the switch stick on defense that allows you to switch between defenders post-play with a flick of the stick before the ball is thrown. That's going to be in Madden 25. Also, the coverage shell disguise is where you can go to your formation and pick what you want your coverage shell to show. You can show cover 0, cover 1, cover 3, whatever you want, and you can disguise your coverages every play. Custom route stems are also coming to Madden 25, which allows you to stem your routes anywhere you want. Do you want a corner to break at 1 yard? Do you want it to break at 15? Do you want it to break at 40 yards? You can do that now. And they're also bringing the new kick meter over to Madden, but they will let you use the old kick meter if you want to, because trust me, if you played college, you know the new kick meter is hard. It's really hard to make field goals, especially long ones. You'll have the ability to play with that one if you want in Madden, or you can play with the classic one that we've been using. It's up to you. They've also updated the crowd and sideline reactions. Again, if you played college, you can see that the crowd and the sidelines, the way they react, much better than what Madden has previously had, so this is a much needed facelift for Madden as well. And the new read option mechanic where you hold the A or X button to pull the ball with the QB on a read option instead of pressing that button to hand it to the running back like the old games, that is also coming to Madden as well. So if you're playing college, get familiar with that because it's going to be in Madden. Now, I was able to play Madden 25 early at EA, and if you want to hear all of my hands-on gameplay impressions more in depth, you can check out this video.
Just gonna cap it off. Shout out to Eric Mayweather for the update for everything, man. Hey, man, I still stand by what I said. I still feel like Madden so far looking like a 7.8 out of 10. When there's more details and info out, y'all let me know. We shall react. Hey, man, these games are pouring in.